Did I put the what happened? All right, let me just put it over here. Why is it taking me for say something? Hmm. When the night was gone. All right, let me put it here because I don't know. It's welcome to the world. Welcome. Hi. Hello, Erla. Welcome to the live. We're gonna be starting here in a minute. I just wanna after I put a topic below. Welcome to the live. Welcome to the live. So today we're gonna be talking about what are some uncomfortable discussion, but needed topic that we should be having in a relationship. Comment down below. Yeah, it's uncomfortable, but it's needed. Comment down below what you guys think. What are some uncomfortable? Welcome everybody to the live. Welcome, welcome for those of you who just coming in. Let's get into it. Today's topic is what are some comfortable but needed discussion that we should be having in a relationship, or in a relationship, or before getting into a relationship. Both. So comment down below what are some comfortable discussion we should be having. I just want to tell this while you guys put your answer down below. Um, for me personally, hello, welcome. Hi, Eric. Welcome to the live. Welcome everybody to the live. If you're new here, by the way, excuse me. If you're new here, by the way, hi, my name is Catherine. Welcome to the live. On here, we talk everything relationship. Life. And so if you're into the kind of content, you are definitely in the right place. So welcome. If you are new to the live section, put a one. If you are returning, put a two. Welcome everybody. Glad to have everybody here. So I would say, for me personally, I would say if I'm just getting to know somebody that I feel like I would want to get to know more, I would like to know. I would like to know more about the past relationship. Hear me out. I know, it's not everybody going to tell the truth, but it don't hurt to ask. There will be somebody out there who will just be earnest with you and tell you about a past relationship, right? So I want to know about your past relationship. How many relationships you've been in? Um, how why it didn't last, and all the good stuff I want to know. Yeah, I want to know it. Comment down below if you'd like to know that, if you are just getting in a relationship, or if you are in a relationship where you want to know somebody past relationship. But because to me, that's very important to me, because I want to know if number one you have commitment issue. So if you've been in about, let's just get take a guess, in about 25 to 30 relationship, and one of those at least three or five, the relationship is not long term, that person might have a commitment issue. I'm just saying. So yeah, I want to know how many relationships you've been in and the time frame. I just want to know. I don't know. To me personally, I like to know stuff so I know what I'm getting into. Comment down below if you would like to ask your partner that. Hello, welcome. Welcome to the live, everybody. So comment down below some uncomfortable discussion that should be held in a relationship. Um, I'm doing good. I hope you are having a great day. Yeah, I want to know because I just feel like based on your track record, it tells me if you have a commitment issue or not. Yeah, I want to know. Um, and this one is pretty uncomfortable. I want to know your health issue. Yeah, I want to know that. Yeah, before we sleep together, I want to see that uh you don't have any STD, you don't have STI, you don't have any of those stuff. I want to know. I want to know if you have any mental issue, you have anxiety, you have depression. I want to know everything. I want to know. Comment down below what some uncomfortable stuff you'd like to know about someone you dating or someone you in a relationship. Comment down below. Yeah, I want to know. So I know what I'm getting myself into, or if I choose to be with that person, so I know does that person have anger issue? Does that person just have a lot going on? Yeah, I want to know. So I want to know. So if it's something that I can handle or not, yeah, I want to know everything. So yeah, I would say the health issue and stuff like that. I would really want to know about it. Plus, you can't just trust everybody here. You cannot trust everybody. So yeah, even though you're going to tell me about it, but I also want to see. I want to see with my own eye that you good. I want to see it. Even though, there are certain things I might not know, but yeah, I want to know if you good. Shoot. We can't just be out here sleeping with each other. I don't know anything about you. Even though you say you good, but whoever you been with, you might be good. You might think you're good, but whoever you been with in the past, are they good? Were they good? Yeah. So I want to know about your health issues, and I want to make sure that you don't have you clean. If that makes sense. Somebody trying to type something, but it says being helpful reveal. Hi, welcome. Yeah, I want to know that, to be honest, because these days people will just lie about stuff, about the health issues. They might have some kind of virus or something going on or disease, but they ain't gonna tell you. So yeah, I want to know everything. Where I'm able to make that decision if I want to be with you or not. Yeah, I want to know. And I also, you want to know the person's lifestyle, right? Like what the person are into, what are some of their desire, their dislike, and everything. I want to know that. You also want to know what I want to know. I don't know what you want to know. I want to know what you want to know that is uncomfortable but that is needed. Comment down below. I also want to know your lifestyle. I want to know your desire, your sexual desire, or things that you are into. I want to know that. Yeah, you want to know so you know what you're getting yourself into. You know. So another thing I would like to know would be future goals. I want to know your future goals, your long term goals, your short term goal as well. Yeah, I think I want to know, what you working towards. Yeah, some people might have all these. Oh, excuse me. Some people might have all these stuff that they want for themselves for the long term, or they want for the short term. But the question is, are they working towards it? So yeah, I want to know, what are your short term goals and what are your long term goals? And that also take me to, what a person looking for in the movement. Are they just looking for situationship? Are they looking for partnership, a long-term partnership, or they just want to see where things go? The moment you use that word, I just want to go with the flow, you are just, to me personally, whenever you use that word, it just, to me, it's a turn off when you, which, yeah, I want you to be honest with me, but if you just want to go with the flow, you ever tell me you want to go with the flow, I'm not going to take you serious. So that's just me. Yeah, I'm not going to take you serious. Yeah. Comment down below if somebody told you they just want to see how things go, they want to go with the flow. What comes to your mind? Comment down below. Yeah, I want to know if that person. I want to know if that person goes kind of in line with mine. Those if I want a kids and that person didn't want kids, I want to know that. I want to know this person, do they just want to sit and everything come to them, or they are go getter? Like, even though you might not have it all, but is it the type of person, even though they might not have it all, but they are just willing to get out there, get itself out there and try the best to get what it, what they want and what they need for the moment until they get to what they need to be. I want to know that. Yeah, I want to know everything. So that just me. I want to know. I want to know. Oh, yeah. I don't expect you to lie to me. Me personally, I like for people to be very transparent, very earnest. Yeah, I might not agree with it, but I like a transparency in the relationship and honesty, loyalty as well. So yeah, I want you to tell me the truth. I might not agree, or yeah, that might turn me off, but I know if this is something that I want or not. You know. Yeah, I would like to hear what are some of your what are some uncomfortable topic or discussion you and your partner should be having, or someone that you're getting to know that you guys should be having. Comment down below. What else? I want to make sure if that person belief, values kind of align with mine, or should I say religion as well? Yeah, I want to know if that align with mine. So yeah, I want to have all this discussion. And also, for me personally, I don't be I be asking question though. I be asking question. Yeah. If you don't ask, you won't know. So I be asking like how were you raised and stuff like that. What was your childhood like, growing up and stuff like that. Yeah, I wanna know. Based on how somebody was raised or the environment in which they were raised, uh, and how they were brought up, it tells you a lot about that person. Um, I also want to know some things that kind of trickle your past and stuff like that. I want to know. So if I feel like you and myself kind of compatible, so I know not to do those stuff that will kind of trickle your past and stuff like that. I want to know that as well. Yeah, so comment down below what are some uncomfortable discussion you should be having with your partner, someone getting to know that you want to know a little longer, that you want to know in the long term. Comment down below some uncomfortable discussion that should be held, but it's needed. Comment down below. Um, so I'm gonna give you guys time to share with me. I wanna know what's up. So I'm just gonna wait, hear you guys' opinion because yeah. Oh, so hi guys, welcome to the live. Love to hear your input on this discussion. What are some uncomfortable discussion that should be held in a relationship? Um, that could be someone you want for the long term or someone you just getting to know that you really like and you see yourself with that person or you want to be with that person. What are some uncomfortable discussion you and that person should be having? But it's needed. Comment down below. Hi, welcome. Thank you all for taking your time to stop by. Glad to have each and every one of you here. Yeah, I love to hear your info. I'm trying to take this, so for those of you who are just coming, you can read it and know what we're talking about. So, welcome to the live stream. What are some uncomfortable discussion that should be held in a relationship but needed? Hi guys, welcome to the live stream. Uh, Welcome everybody. Yeah, I love to hear your input as well. I love to hear what you think. If you have a question, let me know. And also, like, will you want to be with somebody who have, for the ladies, I'm just talking from a lady point, right? Do you care if a guy been so many relationship? Comment down below. Do you care if they tell you they been in so many relationship? Um, what's your number look like? Like, what do you think that is considered a problem? Comment down below. I know sometimes the guys they are not gonna tell you the truth. How many relationships they've been with, as well. Some ladies they ain't gonna tell you how many relationships they've been in. But I think we have some people out there who are very earnest. But for my ladies out there, I want to hear what your number look like that is out there when a guy tells you, "Oh, I've been this so many relationship, maybe the number they call to you. What send red flags to you that oh this person look like they have commitment issue? Comment down below. Me personally, also, I would say if somebody tell me, I said a dear number. For me, I think five is not bad. I think five should be max for a guy. That's just my opinion here. Yeah, hear me out. I think five is a max. That could be from you being a young adult or being older adult, right? I think five should be a there. But when you start to go to 15, 25, 50, 100, that's a issue. That's a commitment issue. That alone tell sign to me is a red flag. And also they'll say if for me personally, if I'm getting to know somebody, I asking some personal question like, why did the relationship didn't work and stuff like that. Cause for most guys, they'll be like, I think you the one and stuff like that. But I want to know what make you feel like I'm the one when you've been in so many different relationships, like you've been in about 25 relationship and you just now telling me you think I might be the one. What make you feel that? And why didn't all those relationships, why didn't them work? I'm looking for someone who is willing to take accountability as well. Yeah, I'm not saying they are always wrong, but at some point of that relationship, I'm looking for that person to take some accountability, right? Because throughout the relationship, you ain't gonna be perfect. So I'm looking for all that. Like, make sure you are taking some you are taking accountability for the role in which you play in those relationships. Yeah, you might say, oh, this person was a horrible person and blah, blah, blah. But I want to know what did you do? Because not everybody, sometimes you get a quiet person, they don't talk and stuff like that. They're pretty quiet, they're pretty reserved. At the end of the day, like if you keep to push them and stuff like that, keep to treat them wrong, sometimes there was just one day they might just crash out. So I feel like, you can't blame that person for being sick and tired of you treating them that way. So I want to know if you are willing to take accountability or whatever role you have played in that person change. For me personally, going to a relationship, I always know that at some point of that relationship, somebody gonna change, and that's okay, and we should. Yeah, you can't always stay the same. You should always be open to change because you can't always stay the same. That could either be for the good or the bad based on how you treat your partner, that going to determine if the person sometime going to change for the better or for the worse. So that's why you got to be careful how you treat people. You don't just be out here playing with people emotion because you feel like they care about you. You feel like they ain't going to leave you. They ain't going to leave you. Yeah. At some point, that person going to get tired with it and they just going to leave. So that's um somebody said something. Because that a child you do not know what is. Hmm. Hello, welcome. Okay, okay, I get you. I get what you're saying. Um, A because that a child you do not know what they is. Yeah, yeah. Also, I want to know. I want to know. I know some guys they ain't always gonna tell you like if they have kids and stuff like that. To me personally, if a guy gonna deny that they don't have kids and they have kids, that alone is a red flag for me. Like, cause sometimes they might be like, oh yeah, I don't have kids, but you know very well you have kids or you have a kid, but you're gonna deny your kid. To me personally, that's a red flag. And another red flag could be Yeah, even though you want to be with me and stuff like that, but I want to know if you are taking care of your child. If you have a child or you have kids, are you taking care of them? I want to know that as well because if you cannot take care of your kids, um what gonna make me feel like they'll say if we decide to have kids you and we you gonna take care of them, so those are stuff that I also look at and stuff like that. Someone who is stable, you may not be a rich person but someone who is stable, who is a go-getter. Like, yeah, we might not have it all, but you ain't just gonna sit down and hope that everything comes to you. You are able to get out there and do your best until you get to where you need to be. Hi, welcome to the live. So the question for today, for those of you who just coming on the live stream, we are talking about what are some uncomfortable discussions that should be held in a relationship, or someone you just want to start dating, someone that you want to get to know more, someone that you want to take the relationship to the next level. What are some uncomfortable discussion that you guys should be having? Um, but it's needed. Comment down below. I personally, I would say as well. I know this here could be an issue in don't say if you've been with somebody for a long time, don't say maybe a year or two, and you guys want to move to the next level. Before you guys decide to, don't say, engage or marry, I think financial aspects should come in place, like uh because those are stuff that also break a relationship. Like if you guys don't you guys are not on the same page when it comes to the finance, it can bring a whole lot of headache to the relationship. That's why I always say, you may not have it all, but at least have something in your name that is yours, that you are not just depending on a person for everything. Um, yeah, it's okay if a guy decide to take care of you, that's good. But you should also have a backup, like, do something so tomorrow, when you guys are no longer there, or together, you are still able to provide for yourself, or at least something that you can contribute to the relationship as well. He may not ask you to do it, but I don't know. I just feel like even if he don't ask for me to contribute, I should still contribute something to the relationship. So yeah, I would still find some kind of, even if I'm not working full time, I'm going to work some part time job just to have like stuff for myself that I might want, that I might not want to actually all the time be like, oh, can you give me money to do this? Can you give me money to do that? So that's just me, but I don't know what you guys think. And also for the guys in the chat, in the live stream, I want to know like what are some of the things that you expect from your lady? What are some of the things? And what are some uncomfortable discussion that you usually have with your partner, but it's uncomfortable, but it's needed? Comment down below. For me personally, I look at how you treat people. Yeah, you myself might be cool and all that. You might show me all the love, all the respect, but I also want to know. I also want to see how you treat people around you. How you treat lady as well, or just people around you. How do you treat them? Based on if somebody just treat other people bad around them, or just talk bad things about people all the time and stuff like that. Um, they don't know how to treat ladies. But yeah, right now you and them might be cool, but what make you feel like he's not going to do that to you? So those are stuff that I also pay attention to, like how they talk about people around them, how they treat people around them, how they treat their parents as well. Respect is pretty major. Yeah, and how somebody also set boundary as well. It mean a whole lot to me as well. So yeah, for me, pretty much those are the, I would say, That's the basic. Like also, one thing too, I would say one thing that is a turn off for me. I would say if you don't have good hygiene, that's a turn off. Like you can be a 10 out of 10, but if you don't have good hygiene, it ain't gonna work. Yeah, that's just me. Like I'm not saying you should go buy all the expensive stuff and put it on you, but if you have good hygiene and clean the little that you have, yeah, that's good. That's just me, but I love to hear your input on this. Um, I think pretty much for me personally, those are the basic like you must have. Uh, those are the basic. And love God as well, because if it wasn't for Him, we wouldn't be here. That's why you want to be with somebody who kind of align with your religion as well. Um, because it brings a lot of misunderstanding if both of you have different religion. I personally think that it brings a lot of confusion because God forbid, let's say if you have kids tomorrow, uh, how you're gonna raise your kids? Like, who religion are they going to follow? So that alone to me is very important. That yeah. Well, any question, any comment, anything you guys want to add? Thank you for those of you who shared. Really appreciate it. I love when you guys share. We cannot learn if you guys don't share. There's always something to learn from each other. You can learn something from me, I can learn something from you. So because we have all different experiences, we have come to relationship and things that we have learned in the past, in the current. So yeah, there's always something to learn from somebody because based on the lesson that you have learned, I would learn from that as well. The lesson I have learned, you can learn something from that as well by me just talking about it. So yeah, I'm always appreciative when you guys share. I mean, it's okay if you don't have anything to share, that's cool. But I really do appreciate those people who are open to sharing because that's how other people learn as well in the live chat. So I think I'm gonna end the live here. I'm gonna give 2 more minutes if somebody wanna share anything or if I didn't say if they want to add anything about today's topic and anything or give advice to the audience as well or ask question anything. I will give you guys 2 minutes, then we're gonna end the live. Always, for those of you who are new here, always the community page is always open. If you guys will ever want to leave me a message and stuff like that, feel open. Feel free to leave me a message on the community page. Um, Also, I'm always open to new ideas, new topic you guys want to talk about. I'm always open to that as well. So you can always leave that on the community page or you can leave it on a last chat we had a last topic we had. So yeah, I'm always open to new ideas. So this I'm gonna leave this time to you guys to ask question. You want to make a comment. You want to add anything to today's topic. You want to share anything. This is your turn. Mm, This is your turn. Mm-mm. All right. So if you guys don't have any question, always appreciate each and every one of you here. Thank you all for stopping by. I'll also be going live tomorrow, but I'm thinking I might go a little later on live So if you want to come and hang with me, you are welcome to do so. Always hope you all have a blessed day and wish you all successful relationship. And I pray that God always send somebody your way that is not going to make your life harder. That is going to, try to work with you and just you guys can work together as a team to make live life to the fullest and just make this thing called relationship happen because at the end of the day it's going to be ups and downs. You guys going to have good time, you guys going to have some bad time, but what matter the most is two of you want to be there and willing to do the work to keep the relationship going. um, Always, last but not least, always remember sometimes something just don't work out. We have to understand that not all relationship going to work out, and I don't expect everybody that come our way that say, "Oh, Catherine, I like you, I have to go with them." Sometimes things don't just work out. Sometimes the person might not just be your cup of tea. That doesn't mean that you don't like them, but just choose wisely and hopefully, whoever you choose, that at the end of the day, when it don't work out, you guys are able to go your separate way peacefully. Okay. So yeah, thank you all for stopping by. I'll see you guys in the next video. Stay blessed. Bye.